Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with a 1953 Chevrolet 3100 short bed. I have had a little bit of, there we go, just a little bit of hard times with cold starts on this truck. And the reason I do the video is I never try to hide anything. I'm always trying to be as honest as I can. The truck runs great. Just every once in a while it seems like it's got to turn over a little bit extra. It might just need an adjustment to the carburetor or maybe even a carburetor rebuild, but seems to run good once we get it fired up. And so anyways, let's take it for a quick drive. So about here we are, running good, driving good, shifts to the gears good. 235 6-cylinder, runs strong. This truck drives straight down the road, very easy, very little wandering in the steering wheel. Maybe about that much play, which is pretty minimal for these old trucks. So I feel like it drives nice and straight. The steering's nice and tight on it. Really easy to drive. So about 3 weeks ago, I took this truck for a drive, and all of a sudden it got stuck in second gear, wouldn't change out. So we ended up putting a different transmission in it. I don't want to say we put a new transmission in it because it wasn't new, because it's a 1953, and in 1954 they changed the transmission just a little bit in these trucks. So I found another 1953 transmission from a running and driving truck, and had it installed, and it seems to just shift out really good. Of course, the transmission guys checked it out, replaced any seals and things that needed to be replaced, and said, you know, hey, this thing's just shifting out real good. Nice typical purr and clickety clack of a solid lifter 235 6-cylinder engine. A very healthy sounding engine. And like I said, the only problem I've ever had with the engine is just like cold starts. It sometimes seems like, and the choke does work, but somebody kind of retrofitted. This was an automatic choke, and somebody kind of made it into a manual choke. It does seem to work, but like I said, a little cold on the start, but other than that, engine runs really good and strong. Had the truck parked in the same spot in the garage for a couple of weeks, not seeing any oil drips or anything like that. It's been converted to a 12-volt system, so it's got an alternator now. It's got this new old school style horn, like a Wooga style horn or something, and I followed the wires. I don't see where there's a button to make it honk, but it looks new, and I imagine if it had a button, or if I could find it, it would honk. Anyways, I love these old trucks. 53s the last year, the split windshield, and the last year of this grill, and I think this is just what I'd call a now it doesn't want to shut. I was having problems with this the other day where it seemed like for a moment the hood didn't want to shut, and then I walked out there and just pushed on it and it shut. So just like that. So maybe I was just pushing it a little too far to the right. Anyways, this has got a really pretty driver quality paint job that's consistent from bumper to bumper. I just love this color too. It's iconic. They painted the wheels the same color as the body. Just a really great, I don't know, I almost feel like calling this like an all-American blue. Just really love this color a lot. The old hubcaps are original, and you know, I probably could have thrown a set of beauty rims on here, but I didn't. But I just thought it looked really good the way it was. When you get right up on this truck, it's just a driver quality truck. It's got a few imperfections here and there. Nothing perfect about the truck, but just the fact that it's a running, driving, kind of daily driver quality truck is what I like about it. The lights work and stuff. But you know, the grille was probably chrome, and then it looks like maybe somebody might have painted. I can't tell for sure. Got a lot of pitting and dings and things in the front grille. Little ding here on the side. And the nice thing is, I mean, you get on the catalog, lmctruck.com, you could buy anything you want to for this truck. So thing I love about it is the body lines on the truck are all very straight. The fenders are straight. No major issues that I'm seeing. There's a couple of little paint drips where you can tell there's a little paint drip there. Windshield glass is new. The strip down here is new. All the weather stripping there on the windshield is new. Passenger side glass has got a crack, you can see right here. The felts are good though, and the windows, I believe the windows on this roll up and down. Yep, nice and easy. It's got a nice looking interior. I love the fact that it's not been cut. You can get an original radio and pop it in there, or the original lookalikes that pop in, and they have, you know, iPod connection and stuff. Original gauges I don't think are working, but the aftermarket gauges are. It's got a brand new carpet kit in here, and if you pull it up you can see underneath that it's got a couple little spots like right there where there was a patch. You know, this isn't a 100% rust free truck, but I think that's a minimal rust truck. Brand new seat cover, brand new carpet kit. Headliner's missing. Again, not hard to get a headliner. Doors open and shut nice and solid. It got brand new weather stripping around the doors. The only major rust that I've seen in the truck is both cab corners are rusted out like that on both sides. And again, LMC truck, they make a patch if you wanted to do that. If it was me, I don't even know that I'd care about it. You got to get way down low to see it. A couple of little holes here. Old wood in the bed, and we just cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't even pressure wash it. I thought it looked cool the way it was. I actually just put a little bit of clear coat on that, and I really like the way that looked. Tailgate, bed is pretty straight overall. Couple of holes back here. I don't know what this is about. I don't know if somebody had a light. I don't know why somebody would drill 3 holes like that. Maybe an accessory somebody thought was cool. It does have the factory indentation for a spare tire holder, and they, again, another product you can get from the catalog is the spare tire holder that bolts onto the side of the truck. And if it was me, I think I might put a spare tire back on it. I like the way that they look. Very, very classic. My battery light's flashing at me, and I want to try to finish the video before it dies. Show the window on this side. See how easily it rolls up and down. And all the glass is good, in great shape, except, like I said, for that one cracked glass on the passenger side. Underneath, the step-ups here are solid and rust-free. Inner cab corner is rusty on this side, as well as the outer, like I said, on both sides. You can see right there. One of the nice things about this truck is I don't see a whole bunch of evidence of like Bondo and stuff. The bottoms of the doors seem to be like they're in pretty good shape. Getting all the way up underneath here, I'm lying on my back. I'm looking at these floor pans, and they look good from underneath. Looks like a newer exhaust system was put on a few years back, as well as newer brake lines. You can see the some of the brake line kit, at least emergency brake, that is functioning, which is nice. Tires have excellent tread on them. They appear to be almost new. Again, laying down on my back here, you can see the wood from underneath. Original rear end. And then getting up real close, I wanted to show, you can see that some of the brake, pieces, the brakes have been serviced, and you can see that brand new shiny brass pieces. And then laying down underneath the truck on the passenger side, here's your step up. Again, and then here you go. Inner cab corner on this side is solid. Floor pans here. I'm lying down from underneath. A couple spots you can see that were probably patched. There's a spot of rust up there and there. So not solid, not 100% rust free. And then one spot of rust there in that cross. That's not unusual. I see rust in those spots all the time on these trucks. Bottom of the door on this side. Little spot of rust down here And then across the bottom of the door, you can see the holes are still good. There's one little hole there. Let the camera adjust here. Inner fender well, front passenger side, front driver side. Got some Georgia dirt in there, but I don't see any rust. Of course, the inside of the bed painted blue with the rest. So there you have it. Well, my battery ended up hanging in there. 1953 Chevrolet 3-window truck. It's a pretty driver. I really, I've taken this truck out and driven it a couple times. I enjoy driving it. I guess a couple other things to mention. Looks like at some point somebody drove up on something here and it is actually dented in here. Wanted to make sure I was honest about that. Probably wouldn't be hard to just pull that out even as I pull on it with my hand. Straighten that back out because it's rust free. Just happened to notice that. Trying to think of anything else to try to point out. Like I said, I've taken it out and driven it a few times, and it's just a real pleasure to drive. It drives straight, obviously gets tons of looks. People want to take pictures with a truck like this, you know. So, PeachtreeClassicCars.com. Take a look and give us a call.